of Rambow.
How was the response yesterday on the piazza? How did you like it?
It was great. It was amazing. I was worried it was going to rain and everyone would run away, and they nearly did. About 10 minutes into the movie, a little bit of rain came, but they didn't actually run away. They all ran to the sides and hid, and then they all came back again. But the response at the end was incredible. It was really wonderful, and you know, we made this film for a big audience, and that was the biggest audience I've ever been to. Yeah.
Would you say you are a playful director?
I suppose so. I mean, really, it's not so much that I'm playful, it's just that we're making a film about childhood and friendships at that young age and making movies and playing, so I guess you can't help but be affected by that. I feel very much like I did about movies when I was 11, so nothing much has changed, even though that was a very long time ago now, yeah.
To which extent is Son of Rambow autobiographical?
Well, the film was based on my own experiences as a kid. When I saw First Blood, I was about 12 years old, and I just thought it was the most amazing video ever. And I thought it was so amazing, I decided to make my own home movie, my own little Rambo movie. And from then on, I used to make loads of these stupid action movies with my friends and my mum and dad, and I'd get whoever I could to help me. But and a lot of the friends in the movie and the characters are based on people and events that I experienced. But that's it. I wasn't religious. My next door neighbours were religious. They're from a religious group called the Plymouth Brethren, and I only used my experiences as a starting point. I wanted to make a movie, more importantly, than try and capture my own upbringing, because my own childhood was great. It's not a good movie. I had a nice time. Doesn't make a very entertaining film. So you need conflict and drama, and so that's what we did.
Why did you put the W behind the Rambow?
Well, you put the W in there before we'd even made the film, because we wanted people to know it's not really a Rambo movie. There is no son of Sylvester Stallone. It's a children's misspelling of the film, but also we felt that it might help with the whole legal side, that actually the people that own Rambo might not be so offended if we were to call it this. Sylvester Stallone saw the film in January of this year, and he really liked it. And I was so pleased, because obviously we are big fans of him, and especially First Blood, so it was quite something to have his blessing, yeah.
So can you tell us a bit about the casting of the two boys?
Well, that's the hardest thing to get right in this film, was to find two people that people like everyone would be engaged by and believe and like, and they had to be natural. So they were not stage school kids. They'd never acted before. And it took 5 months of casting to find them, but it was worth it, because when we did finally find them, it was instant. The minute they walked through the door, you thought, oh yeah, that's the kid. Hooray! It was marvellous. It was really, and it turned out to be two of the nicest people I've ever met, and they come from great families who are not interested in pushing them into a career or acting, and just they thought it'd be a fun experience. And they became great friends through making the film, and that shows. There's a scene where they're by a lake and they become blood brothers, and they're swimming and they're laughing, and just before they become blood brothers, and that was absolutely totally real. They just started laughing together, and it was. I think people, when they're watching it, feel it's a very natural friendship. The funny thing with the kids was it was so easy. I normally only did about 2 or 3 takes at the most. Normally the first take they did it, and then the second take you'd just go a bit quicker. Mm-hmm. And then you'd cut, and then you'd move on, or you'd do another one because it was a technical thing or somebody dropped something. They were incredibly instinctive. Kids are very good at, these two especially, were very good at just understanding what to do. You'd say, run in, pick up the telephone, shout. They go, okay, and they go and do it. But it was very unself-conscious, very natural. There are only a few problems really when we have stunts and but that's natural. You know, normally in England, actually, the biggest problem was the weather. We would never ever get any sunshine. If you see a shot in the movie with sunshine, I promise you that is the only take, because we would only ever get 1 take of sunshine, and the cloud would come, and so you'd have to use it. So yeah, if it looked sunny, that was the only take we had. That's why we used it. Yeah.
What should people who watch the movie take out of it?
I think, for me, we wanted to make a movie for everyone that made them feel good, like some of the old movies used to do. That you felt like it was a kind of a universal story, and you feel like you feel better for having seen it. It gives you that uplifting feeling at the end. That's what we were after, that feeling to leave energized, I suppose, and having felt like you've been entertained, but you've also felt emotional and just everything. I always want to have all my buttons pushed when I go and see a movie, even if it's a thriller. I want to have a big experience, and an emotional one especially. So yeah, hopefully you laugh and cry and feel good at the end of it.
Light!